Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I've had a couple crazy stories in LA. This one is something that's kind of recent and kind of scary and kind of weird and kind of funny. Before, like prefacing, is that a word? Prefacing? Yeah, I think prefacing. All of the stuff I'm going to talk about. There's so many crazy stories that I could share. This one was just particularly recent and it's just a great story, I think. So I'm going to share that right now with you guys. Let's get started. So I was looking for a job like you do. I can't remember the one I had before that. I think I just quit because I hated it. Normally I try to stick with things. I think I was there for like 3 or 4 months. This was the first time that I had quit without having anything set up in place. And that's a very scary risk to take. But if you believe in yourself, I guess, then it's like, and believe in God and believe that something will happen. I mean, LA is a city full of opportunities, so I wasn't worried. Then I kind of went through all of my contacts and I was like, hey, do you know of anything? I'm looking for a job. Do you know of anyone that's hiring? Just kept asking a bunch of my friends. Eventually one of my friends replied and she said, yes, I know someone that's hiring an accountant assistant. Lately I've been doing a lot of admin work because I'm just good at computer stuff. I was like, okay, maybe that's good. And she was like, yeah, it's 20 an hour. Of course I was like, down. Of course, that sounds like amazing, right? 20 an hour in Santa Monica all sounded amazing. Great. And I like to do a good job and I like to work hard and I'm very, I like to be that kind of person. It was kind of weird. Like I was texting the boss, the main accountant who I would be assisting. I thought it was like going to be great because he hyped it up and said it's going to be a great learning experience and you're going to use these skills for like, you can market these skills. I mean, I've never been a math person, but I love learning new things. I was totally down. I was like, okay, I'm going to check this out. And obviously I can say no, but I can test it out to see if I want to go forward with it. So I showed up. The office is a little weird, kind of like just a normal office, but it really is just him and he's a little intense the first time I meet him. Oh, by the way he looked, he was very very, very skinny. Kind of like, he's just very like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was interesting. I thought he was probably around the age of like 45, but then he later had said like, I'm very old. So I'm like, oh my God, like maybe he's like 70. I don't know. Living here for a little bit of time now, I'm like, what? People are just weird. And so I'm just like, maybe he's just weird. And maybe, whatever. People are just weird people. I try to like feel things out sometimes, but I also try to stay open-minded. So anyways, the first day was fine. I was like, okay, this is great. It went by pretty quickly and I learned some of the skills and it was actually really easy, except for the fact that on my lunch break, he was like, come have lunch with me. This is a little weird, but maybe he just wants to get to know me more. So I'm like, okay, fine. Let's have lunch. All I had brought that day for some reason were just like little tangerines. So I was having that and he had this very planned out like meal and he was like vegan, and I have nothing against vegans. I think veganism is a great concept, but the fact that like when you kind of, I don't know, he just got really, really animated and he was like, what do you like to eat? And I was like, I don't know, sometimes, I like fish and, but I also like vegetables and I like healthy food. Eventually, I don't know how it happened, but somehow it got started on this like rant of the ocean and fish, how fish have feelings. And I was just a little taken back. If that's what you think about fish, like that's, all power to you. But the way he like blew up about it, and I was like, I am so sorry. I will put the fish back in the ocean. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Thank God I didn't have fish that day. He proceeds to make more food, and then he's like, try this. Because he made some kind of like vegan healthy food, which honestly it was delicious and it looked really good, but it was just weird that he was like giving that to me. And it was weird that I was like going along with it. That's what also was weird. Throughout the whole day though, I was just feeling a little off, and he kept saying little things like, on this computer screen, he was like, oh, bigger is better. And what do you mean? Finally, I came in for the second day. I was like, maybe, you know, I'm gonna check this out again. For some reason, we still needed to go over like my schedule. Honestly, guys, it was tempting because he was like, flexible hours, you can come in as much as you like or as little as you like any day of the week, which also was kind of too good to be true. But sometimes when you're out on your own and you're desperate and you need money, it's hard. Second day, second part of the day, I'm about to leave. He pulls up some of the accounts on the computer and he's like, oh, by the way, I do accounting for adult entertainment. I didn't know if you knew that or not. You know, I could have been like, that's fine. Like, I don't care. I mean, it's accounting, you know, like why would that matter? You know, like, I mean, it's not like we're actually doing stuff, but just the overall picture just hit me. And oh, he was like, yeah, the last girl I had left because of that, which is crazy. And I get it. I get both sides. But for me and that whole feeling, I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what if he's going to try to recruit me? Or like, who knows? And then you guys, later I did some research, literally. And it was dumb of me not to do research beforehand because I really should have done that. And I kind of just based it off of what my friend had said. He literally has 2 websites and one's kind of like an incognito website. And it's literally like this like porn star like website. But it's like for accounting, and then the other one's like a normal accounting. Okay, yeah, this guy's crazy. 2 websites of the same thing, but like one's like secretive. I don't know. It was just crazy. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. You know, I'm gonna find another job. Maybe it's not as good pay right now, but like your girl gotta stay safe. Stay clear of creeps because they're all over the place. At the end of the day, he gave me a hug. I was like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. This is not professional. Not down for it. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm safe. I'm good. If he sees this, just don't be creepy. Like, I mean, it would have been a great job if there was no physical contact or food exchange. Like it would have been, and maybe not so much as many of those remarks. Bigger is better, etc., etc. That's one of the crazy stories that I've experienced in LA. If you guys want me to share more, let me know, because I have a bunch. I'm a risk taker. I like putting myself out there. I like doing things that make me feel uncomfortable, but there is a line. Yeah, you guys get it, whatever. This was a storytime video. I don't need to go into detail or depth, but even if I did take that risk, like maybe it would have been fine and maybe nothing would have happened, but I just didn't want to take that risk, you know? I told him no. I was like, yeah, I don't think it's going to work out. And then I just went to look for other jobs. Missed opportunity, gained knowledge. All right, I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, guys, and stay safe.